In this case, a Montana ATF agent prepared and signed an application for a warrant to search a local rancher's home. The application for the warrant stated that the search was for weapons, explosives, and records. However, under the heading of person or property to be seized, the actual warrant only described the rancher's house. The local judge signed the warrant form even though it did not identify any of the items that the agent intended to seize. The agent led federal and other law enforcement officers to the ranch the next day but found no illegal weapons or explosives. The rancher later sued the agent and the other officers for violating his constitutional rights. How would you decide this case? Is a search warrant that fails to describe the persons or things to be seized with particularity unconstitutional? We'll be back in a moment with the answer to that question. Is a search warrant that fails to describe the persons or things to be seized with particularity unconstitutional? Yes, according to the United States Supreme Court in this recent decision. According to the court, the search was clearly unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment. The court stated that even though the agent's application for a warrant may have described the things to be seized, the actual warrant did not. In summation of its decision, the court said that the particularity requirement for search warrants, required by the Constitution, is not just limited to preventing general searches, it also assures the individual whose property is being searched that the executing officer has legal authority to search, and the limits of his power to do so are set forth in the warrant. This case involved Chapter 42 of the United States Code, Section 1983, and the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. A warrant must particularly describe the persons or things to be seized. Chapter 42 of the United States Code allows citizens to take civil action against the government for deprivation of their constitutional rights. Because the rancher's Fourth Amendment rights were violated in this case, the Supreme Court allowed the rancher to sue the agent for violation of his constitutional rights. Remember, it's a matter of law.